What is going on, YouTube? Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today we bought a BMW for $1,500, which is a crazy price. An E90 for that price is crazy. Now, I am a college student, so I needed something reliable. So it is a 328i, but it's a very nice car. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you all it and kind of explain the process of how we got it for, I don't know, literally dirt cheap. Like that is a dirt cheap price for a 2009, which only has like 100,000 miles on it for the most reliable BMW engine. But let's go ahead and take a look at it because it is beautiful and it doesn't have any damage to it. Like, you wouldn't expect this car. Lucy, come here. You wouldn't expect this car to be this price at all. And this right here is the 2009 BMW 328i. And yes, it is a different day. I don't know where any of the other footage went. So here it is, 2009 BMW 328i. Since it's not the same day, I obviously have done some stuff and fixed some of the stuff that the previous owner had on, but I didn't like this wing. It was carbon. So we took that off, got it repainted black. I think the black looks a lot better. So I'm gonna go through all the things I've done in the car, how it was originally, what's working, what's not working on it. And then I'll show you all some of the other stuff. And honestly, for the price, which was $1,500, which we'll discuss a little bit later when we get back home, how I got it for that price. I honestly think I could do a upsell series like all those ones you see on YouTube. A BMW M3, kind of like the same year, is like 20 to 30K. And I could sell this realistically for about 5 to 6. And we bought it for $1,500. So for less than $2,000. And honestly, for the price, I don't think you could get something much better than this. Now, ignoring how dirty it is, leather seats, all of them are in perfect condition. Literally, the only thing is that piece, which I snapped out because I want to make that black. This one I'm going to snap out as well because we want that black. I just think the whole interior, having it black or like with silver accents, would look better. I don't like the fake carbon here, so we're probably going to take that out, make that black. I have this rag because, like all the BMWs, they get the door handles, like the plastic becomes sticky, and then it just leaves a residue when you go to grab it. So until I can order the other one to fix the sticky residue, which you can kind of see right here, sticky residue from it, we're just using that rag, but that should come in a couple of days. These work, thankfully. Pop this out, make that black. Other than that though, everything in the car works. It runs, it drives. The only thing that was happening was it was leaking coolant, but I went ahead and fixed that issue. It was just like a small crack in the coolant. Roll the clip. It happened while I was in Charleston, actually. Oh, let me get that piece of wood. Currently, we're smoking. Not good.
Let's see what it is. You got a hole. You want to see the hole? Look at the hole. Record it. You know where it is. Exactly where it is. That's what it is. You got a hole right there in that piece right there, Gil. Bring stuff in there?
You did. To figure out where the leak was. When you first got it.
Yep. That's where it is right there. You see it?
Yep. And so, yeah, as you saw, small coolant leak, got that fixed. I've had this for going on a month and a half, 2 months, and the coolant was really the only major issue. Now there is something that happens when it does get cold. It misfires from one of the, I can't remember the code or what part it was, but I can easily order that and replace it, and it doesn't have a major driving impact, according to what the Bluetooth chip says. So that's something that I will end up fixing. But besides that, total repairs that I've done on this car, less than $200. So really, it's still less than $2,000. This piece, obviously, I got a stereo. I ended up breaking this part when I was installing the stereo. So that's what this box is. It's a new AC control module. To fix that, I just literally haven't taken the time to do it yet. As I said, it's been a little minute since I first recorded that, and I was just getting ready to edit it, and I couldn't find any of the footage. But other than that, everything else is stock with how I got it from the auction. Roll the clip of it coming from the auction. And yeah, I mean, the wheel, I mean, they plastic dipped wheels, but I mean, other than that, brake calipers, everything is a-okay in this car. No cracks, no dents, no dings. The only thing is I had like a small accident where somebody ran a red light and they shot off and hit like 3 or 4 cars, and they scuffed me a little bit. But that's easy, I can take that out. And honestly, because of how dirty the car is right now, you can't even really tell there was a light accident. The only other thing I dislike is the carbon hood that the previous owner wrapped on it, so we're definitely going to be taking that off, especially because the wrap literally has a stain in it. I didn't even know wrap could get stained, but it has a stain, so got to get that removed. And then headlights, clean those or replace them. Other than that, this is completely stock, how it came from, not the factory, but from the auction. And I think it's a-okay. Now let's head home and talk about exactly how I got it for $1,500. We're home. Now it's time to finally talk about how exactly I got this BMW for dirt cheap. And it was basically through an auto auction site, the IAA. I'm pretty sure if you're like me, when you get bored, you scroll on Facebook Marketplace. Now, that's typically what I do, and I just scroll on Facebook Marketplace looking at all the stuff on there. But recently, I wanted to also attempt to purchase another vehicle, and so I was looking at different sites that you could possibly do that for like a good price. Obviously, dealerships, everyone knows about dealerships. I didn't want to go through a dealership because I haven't ever gone through a dealership, and they like to scam. So with just fees and everything like that. So usually I do private party sales, and usually that's through Facebook Marketplace, which is why I scroll on Facebook Marketplace. And so usually like once a day, I'll take 10 minutes out of my time and just scroll on Facebook Marketplace and look at stuff. Recently, I added Copart to that list of stuff to scroll through. I didn't buy this vehicle through Copart because Copart's fees and the way you have to go to purchase a vehicle on Copart is just like, it's so much more difficult than like online stuff makes it seem. And so I found the IAA, which is a similar website, kind of like Copart. And as you're seeing on the pictures right here, this is what I found the car on. It was listed for $985 because there was like no movement available, or like you couldn't move the car. Like it was running and driving, but it didn't really drive because there was no water in the coolant, obviously because of that coolant leak that you all saw previously, and so it wouldn't allow the car to move at all. And so it was listed for $985 with like $400 in fees through the IAA. Purchased that, and then I got it for $1,586 was the exact price, I believe. And then simply put water in it. Now, that was a rare case. You're not always going to get like a crazy deal like that where $900 you get a running, driving car with like no damages. But through the listing, what it seemed like it was good. On the IAA, unlike Copart, you can actually hear the vehicle running. So I knew for sure it ran. And so the only thing was to see how to get it running. And on these BMWs, plastics commonly fail. Especially when some time with the heating and cooling. And so I assumed it was something with plastics, not like coolant or anything like that. Thankfully, even though it was something with coolant, it was just the plastics of the coolant. And so all they did was refill the coolant, put some water in that, which you're not supposed to do because the minerals in normal water will eventually wear and tear your radiator. But filled it with water for the time being. That allowed us to get propulsion, and so then simply drove it back same day. But yeah, that's how I ended up purchasing it for $1,500. Repair fees like $200 in repairs, something like that. So for less than $2,000, ended up with a nice BMW E90 with only 140,000 miles on it. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I'll probably make some more videos on stuff I do with it, to be honest, because I just need more content out there. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. Catch you in the next one. Peace. And that, in my opinion,